Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely fascinating part of your astrological chart. We're talking about the specific sector that directly governs your material world, your personal wealth, and literally everything you physically value. I'm your host, and today we're going to be translating these cosmic blueprints into structured, actionable insights so you can really master the foundation of your physical existence. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you a quick question. Do your finances fluctuate wildly with your mood, or are you the kind of person who plays a super disciplined long game? I mean, have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract abundance with total ease, while others aggressively hunt it down? Well, as you'll see, it turns out your unique astrological blueprint actually dictates your spending, your saving, and your overall material sustenance. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with a welcome to the second house, then explore how specific planets affect your financial potency. After that, we'll solve the empty house mystery, and finally, we'll locate your material foundation. We've got a really clear, structured plan to break down these complex concepts today. Section 1. Welcome to the second house, understanding your material foundation. All right, to really wrap our heads around this, we have to look at the sequence of things. If the first house in your chart is all about your actual birth and your physical body, the second house is literally the very next step. It's the house of substance. You can think of it simply as the swaddling and the food that sustains a newborn immediately after emerging into the world. It's not about your career reputation, it's about your personal liquid assets, your income, and that tangible thingness that supports your daily physical life. Now, historically, traditional astrologers actually called the second house the gate of Hades, which, sounds incredibly intimidating for a house about money, right? But honestly, it just marks the point where the soul descends further into the physical material earth during the daily rotation of the planets. It's what's known as a succedent house, meaning it succeeds or follows the first house, rising up to support your core self. This is where your basic financial housekeeping lives. It's simply how you get, keep, and use the tools of the material world to build a secure life. Moving right along to Section 2, planets and your financial potency. Basically, how celestial bodies flavor your wealth. So, depending on exactly which planet is sitting right there in your second house, your financial drive is going to get a completely different flavor. This is a quick cheat sheet that gives us a fantastic bird's eye view of all the different financial operating systems out there. Let's actually break a few of these fascinating contrasts down. Just look at the sheer contrast between Mars and Saturn. Having Mars in the second house brings this proactive, intense, metabolic heat. Basically, money might totally burn a hole in your pocket, sure, but you also have the fierce courage to take risks and build your substance from the ground up. Saturn is the exact opposite. If you've got Saturn here, you probably love a good spreadsheet. It is focused entirely on cautious, rock-solid, long-game security. Next up, let's look at the moon versus Mercury. If you have the moon in the second house, your relationship with money is going to move in phases. It ebbs and flows with your moods, and it's highly focused on providing nurturing sustenance for yourself and your loved ones. Mercury, conversely, is the ultimate side hustle energy. If Mercury lives here, you're using your wits and your adaptability to constantly strategize new ways to generate income and manage your assets. Okay, now for the two traditionally fortunate placements. Venus brings this natural aesthetic value. The financial road just kind of seems to rise up to meet you, so you can easily attract resources and enjoy the absolute finer things in life. Jupiter, though, that's the planet of expansion, and it brings this huge, buoyant optimism. You inherently believe things will always work out, which often translates into total financial fullness. Honestly, you're probably the one happily picking up the check at dinner. And we absolutely can't forget the sun. As our source material points out, the sun represents visibility and purpose, bringing a warm, radiating focus to the topics of possessions and assets. If you have the sun in your second house, your very identity and vitality are deeply tied to your pride in financial independence. Your ability to provide for yourself isn't just some chore, it's completely central to your life's journey and your own self-worth. Section 3. The empty house mystery. Uncovering your hidden financial steersman. Now, I totally know what some of you might be thinking right now. Wait, what if I look at my chart and I literally have 0 planets in my second house? Okay, take a deep breath. This is incredibly common, and it actually turns a perceived negative into a massive positive. An empty house definitely does not mean a lack of money or possessions in your life. No way. Here is the absolutely crucial point. If the house is empty, you just need to look for your financial captain.
In astrology, every single house is governed by a specific planet based on the zodiac sign that sits right on its edge or cusp. The ruling planet of that sign acts as the steersman of your material ship. This means your financial topics are actively managed by a ruler who happens to be located in an entirely different sector of your birth chart. It's almost like having a hidden benefactor pulling the strings for you. Let's walk through exactly how to do this. It's actually super simple. First, you look at the sign on your second house cusp. Second, identify the ruling planet of that particular sign. And third, find that planet's location in your chart. Wherever that ruling planet is sitting, that is the exact zone from which you steer your finances. It takes this complex astrological scavenger hunt and turns it into an easy, actionable procedure to locate the true captain of your resources.
Section 4. Finding your material foundation and empowering your journey.
Okay, so what are the big takeaways from astrologer Sunil Bugle's insights? Basically, the second house is your essential physical provider. It's that grounding support you absolutely need to thrive. The planets housed there provide the unique, energetic flavor of your wealth, whether that's Mars's fiery ambition or Saturn's disciplined security. And remember, empty houses are completely normal. They're just guided by a powerful captain from afar. When you finally understand your own financial housekeeping, you can consciously use this awareness to build a deeply stable foundation that supports everything else you want to achieve. Our source expert really hits the nail on the head here. He says the second house is the essential provider for the rest of your chart, the stuff you use to navigate the world. And that's exactly it. You really can't achieve your highest life purpose if you don't have the material substance and physical support to get there. This house is the true, tangible foundation of your life's work. Which brings us to a final thought to leave you with today. Now that you know the blueprint of your substance, how are you going to steer your own material ship? Will you embrace the rhythmic phases of the moon, lean into the discipline of Saturn, or go uncover that hidden captain in your chart? The tools are right there in your astrological blueprint, just waiting for you to use them. So dive into your chart, find your steersman, and start building your foundation today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep learning.